What's up everyone, Gids here for another Chronicles video, and today we have an interesting video because we did this one on stream. So we did a must-ban PvP tier list. So I was thinking originally of making a tier list for best Nat 5 monsters, but there's already so many videos out there. So this time we're going to talk about PvP. If you want to go into PvP, these are the monsters that you want to ban and some reasons why, right? So hopefully this helps you out with your PvP journey. And of course, these are mostly my opinion as a Kino player, and of course some opinion of chat as well that were helping me out on how to figure out where to put each and every one of the monsters. And again, I think I explained this in our stream that not all the Nat 5 monsters are in the tier list because usually they are not that used, or if you see them, they're most likely going down into the don't ban area. Okay, so yeah, go ahead and start. And of course, don't forget to like the video if it helps you out, and comment down below if you have any other thoughts. Like, we always welcome comments, good or bad or whatever, right? So yeah. Oh, and shout out to our fellow creators, but I'm not sure if he's still creating stuff, but we had Baker's Goods chilling in the stream and also Young Bake TV. So definitely check them out. Young Bake TV is in Twitch and Baker's Goods was also in YouTube. So check them out. These are very, very wonderful people that were giving their own help as well, because especially for some monsters that I've never used, never seen before, they were able to help us out. And of course, everyone in chat that were able to help contribute. And yeah, let's get on to it. Why not do a tier list for must bans on PvP? Right, so I did not select all the monsters here. So this is my monster selection. So all the monsters here are the monsters that you see in top 100 mostly. Let me know if something's missing, if you see something that's not here, but I think I have everything covered, no? Or if you don't see the monsters that you want to see here, they're probably just going to be on the don't ban side, right? So just to explain, just a quick explanation on the tiers. So must ban, if you see it, you ban it, right? No more questions asked. You see it, you ban it. Good ban is a good ban overall. So if you see it and you ban it, it's still a good ban because overall the unit is just very strong in general, right? Maybe ban are somewhat situational monsters that you want to ban, right? That, for example, something that counters your own comp, right? So taunts maybe against your assassin team, immunity against your full debuff team, oblivions from Ethna or Thessarion, right? Those kinds of monsters are maybe banned. And then very situational ban. I just added this one here because there might be some monsters here that you wouldn't normally really ban, but because of the circumstances or how the team comps are looking like, you might ban them just for that occasion. And then lastly, of course, we have don't ban, which is monsters that you really will just never ban, right? You see it, you don't care, right? It's not on your ban list. Okay? I think we should start with LDs because LDs will be up here. Will all be up here, no? I feel like all the LDs will be up here. Right, so if you see any one of these guys, those are insta bans, no? Must bans. So I think we should be starting off with that because LDs are just that strong. So we're gonna start off with Lima. Right, so this is Lima right here. Okay, Lima is an upgraded version of Chloe. Chloe, but better. So much better, actually. So you get invincibility, you get to cleanse 2, you get immunity. You also get to strip enemies, right? So just because of this, I think, yeah, no questions asked here. I think this is one of the must bans that you get to pick. But later on, once we start seeing multiple must bans here, we're also going to try to rank them on who you want to prioritize, right? For example, if we have two LD5s on the enemy team and both of them are on must bans, then you have to think about which one to prioritize banning, right? Next up, we have Shan. Shan is the Light Chimera right here. So Light Chimera, another very strong monster over here. So a 5% rate silence on basic attack. So if you get unlucky and got hit with a 5% Sag, right? But the thing that makes him shine over here is the mana regen up. plus silence and then airborne over here. And then increase cooldown as well on the skill 2. But mainly it's this skill right here, right? This one's very strong and also very scary. So, I'm not sure if it's a must ban though. Is he a must ban? I think it's just a good ban, no? I mean, he's really good. He is actually really good, but I don't think you insta ban this guy when you see him. I think we're gonna put him good ban for now. Yeah. Good ban for now. We can still move them around later on once we see some other scenarios, right? 5 mana. Yeah, that's true as well. Okay, Elenoa. I think everyone knows Elenoa already. Everyone on this server has Elenoa for some reason. For some reason, everyone has an Elenoa, but you can already see here everything that she does, right? Reduces everything, and then here decreases mana by 2 for enemy and increase skill cooldown by 30%. So just because both skills are super useful, even though you'll say it's a high mana cost, it's actually very spammable as well. And once the game goes very long, your monsters will not be using any abilities at all, and enemy will just be spamming ultimate skills. So yeah, this one is very, very strong. I think we put her ahead of Lima, no? I think I would prioritize banning Elenoa over Lima. Yeah, that's how it's gonna look like for now. Yo, Young Bike TV, thank you very much for the follow, man. What's up? Okay, next up we have Isis. Okay, Isis is the light desert queen. Okay, so this one I don't think, definitely don't think it's a must ban. No. Good evening, thanks for the raid the other day. Yo, you're welcome, man. No problem at all. And thanks for dropping by, man. So, what's good with Isis over here is the skill 2 right here. Silence plus Oblivion and block beneficial effects. So just those three debuffs right here. It's actually already very, very strong. Right? I don't even know what the skill 1 does. Oh wait, this also has silence. Oh. Silence, strip, and Oblivion. Okay, that's actually pretty good. I don't think she's gonna be a must ban. I think it's also gonna be on good ban over here. I mean, you can just immunity against this, but still pretty hard to fight against. Probably higher than Shan or a must ban. I feel like I'm getting conflicted here. It's actually very strong. Right? Nah, I think it's good ban. I don't think that's good enough to warrant a must ban because it's, again, just go with immunity or try to, I don't know, build resistance or cleanse it if one of your monsters were able to, or if you have Juno and you're able to cleanse, it's possible to still fight against it, right? Unless you get silenced. You get hit with silence, then it's GG. Next up, we have Artamiel. Artamiel is the light Archangel right here. Light Archangel. So I'm not really sure how good this guy is, but until I actually fought him, no? I've always been ignoring this guy in Arena, but he has removed 2 beneficial effects and provoke, right? He has a strip and provoke, which is pretty good for Orbia players, especially if you're trying to, of course, provoke the enemies from not attacking your Orbia, right? Okay, also has strip over here and heals, right? So a very, very good tank monster, but I feel like he's not gonna be up there. I feel like it's a maybe ban. There are moments that you want to ban him, but if you're not really afraid of the taunts or provokes, I don't think you need to ban him, because I've been ignoring this guy for a while. If I'm not gonna play my assassin comp, right, it's possible that you can just ignore this guy, right, or just focus him when he does his taunts. But it's still possible that he can go to good ban. But for now, let's put him on maybe ban, because, you know, he's a really good unit, but it's okay to let him through, especially if there are other monsters that are much harder to fight against, especially these guys up here. Okay, Sir Titius. I don't even know. Light Beetle Knight. Okay. Sir Titius. Baker's Goods. Yo, what's up, man? Thank you for the follow. Hello. Welcome. Okay. So he has almost the same passive as Sir Acteon, right? Immune to provoke, and the different thing with him against Sir Acteon is this guy actually strips, right? This guy actually strips. Yo, what's up, man? Yo, wait, you're the guy. You're also the guy on YouTube. I think I saw one of your videos way back before. What's up, man? Welcome, welcome. Hello, hello, hello. So, yeah. There you go. So, this guy also has Provoke and... Wait, what's this? Increase beneficial effect by 2. Wait, this one's actually really strong. And then more strip over here, and you can block beneficial effects for 16 seconds. So if you hit someone with no beneficial effects, you get a bonus here. So I think I'm not sure if it's a must ban, but I think I'd put it up here for the good bans, probably above Isis here. So I think we stick with this. I think that's fine for now. Next up we have Yunhong. I think Yunhong is an easy must ban over here. So this one's also a very, very strong monster once you see this one in arena. So mana regen speed up, decrease summoner skill cooldown, decrease monster skill cooldown, right? So if you get healed by this one, you also get skill cooldown reduction. And then this one is annoying. Once you get hit by this one, and this one stacks up, right? Once you get multiple hits of this one, even just 2 hits with this thing, it's already very, very hard to use your Soul Link skills, right? So I think this one's another very strong must-ban monster. Probably above Lima. But I would still prioritize Elenoa over Yunhong. Elenoa first and then Yunhong. But if they have both of them, just quit. Just leave the fight. Nah, probably just go Elenoa first and then Yunhong. I think you can still try to juggle your Soul Link, non-Soul Link, to have your monsters use their abilities still. But it's already going to be very, very hard when you get to that point. Next we have Ikasha. Ikasha, the Light Undyne. I saw some people using this one, but I think it's mostly very useful for Orbia. The only problem here is this is just for one target, right? It only hits one target, but if the target is Orbia, then it's actually pretty good, right? It's actually pretty good, especially when you're running. Well, this happened to me. I'm speaking based on my experience because I'm running an assassin comp. So my assassins and DPS are going to target Orbia, and this one's going to protect that Orbia all the time. It's going to be almost always going to be successful at protecting Orbia just with this skill because it's also just 3 mana cost. You also have a strip here, but I think it's just mostly the skill 2 right here that's really good. But I don't think she's gonna be up. I think it's a very situational ban actually. But for my case, I will ban it if I have no other good bans. Right? If we have no other good bans, I think this one's going to very situational. So we have Laura and Akroma. Okay. Laura, I haven't fought this one yet. So I don't know what the experience is fighting Laura. But I think her skills are actually really good. Right? Spell shields. Spell shields are actually very underrated buffs in the game. So sometimes it can absorb a huge nuke from the enemy and you won't get any damage. So if you time it right, it's actually really good. But it's not only in her passive that gives it to her highest attack ally. So this one's a really good support towards Orbia and also assassin monsters. But also she has it on her skill 2 right here. Right? So you have remove 1 beneficial effect on your opponents. Right? And then you also get your spell shield. Okay? So this one's really, really good. So nearby ally. So this one's on nearby ally. So it's not just one target. So it's actually pretty good. It can nullify any abilities that will hit you. And you'll take no damage from it. But it can still get stripped. I believe. It can still get stripped. But that's 5 times hits, right? It's actually very strong. And then we have a stun. And also damage based on max HP is pretty good. Right? HP scaling damage. I'm not sure though. I haven't really fought her. So I'm not sure if we put her on must ban. Let's move stuff here. I think she's a good ban. I don't think it's a maybe ban. Because I think it's a good ban overall. You ban her, you're good. Like you won't feel bad banning her because her kit is actually still very strong. Well, it could go to maybe, no? Yeah, I think I'm just thinking much about my situation, right? Because if you have huge burst damage monsters, this one can help. But if people are always just running, what do you call this? Juno strip, multi-hits, multi-hit abilities, the shield is not actually going to last that long. Her versus Garo, I think Garo still goes up. Garo's higher here. I hate Garo more. Anyways, we have Akroma last here. Block harmful effects or block harmful effect removal. Oh, I thought you block harmful effects. Okay. So you have to remove harmful effects 2 times. So this is probably good against cleansing monsters like Annabelle, Juno. And then this one is just a stun. Does not seem that good, no? If caster has def up, damage dealt up. If caster has attack up, damage dealt up. If caster has def down. Okay, she's a very good standalone unit, but I don't think she poses a huge threat against the team. So, is there any reason to ban this? I think that's our first don't ban, no? I think I'll let this through any time of the day. Like, she's a very strong standalone unit, but I don't know. Okay, so with that, that's our light monster list for now. Okay, we're moving towards dark monsters. So dark monsters, I don't have much experience on some of these monsters here, but you know who I have. Agree? 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 Nah, let's put it back. Let's first talk about Frigate, right? Let's go dark. So just to show the skills as well, right? So we have Frigate over here. So Frigate, you don't care about skill 1 and basic attack. It's only just the skill 2. So it's a better Theon. Theon skill 1. So summoner skill cooldown reduction and monster skill cooldown reduction. But you also give skill acceleration to everyone and skill deceleration to your enemies. So this will make you and your whole team spam your abilities. So this one's actually a really good skill to have on your summoner. And of course, you just soul link this one and then spam your skills. Spam your skills. This one's really good for Kina wind weapon, and also you can also combo it with the fire weapon to have skill acceleration level 10 all the time. Right? So I'm talking through Kina perspective, but I think it's still also very good with Orbias and Cleaves, right? Especially if you have monsters that will be able to abuse the skill cooldown reduction. Like, let's say, Juno heals and strips. All those kinds of things, right? Wusa, immunity. What else? Yeah, those kinds of skills. The skills that you don't usually soul link that has huge impact, right? A lot of heals, a lot of CCs. Those will benefit so much with this guy. But yeah, from a point of view of banning, I'm not sure if you really want to ban him. I think he's on maybe ban here. I think you ban him if... when do you ban this guy? I never really see people ban this guy. Is there any scenario? Because usually people will have... Yeah, I think probably very situational ban. If you don't have immunity and cleanses, don't ban. I think it still warrants some ban, no? It's still possible that you can ban this guy if you have no immunity because the skill deceleration is really bad against you. But yeah, I think ban him over provokers since stuns are more annoying. Yeah, but you usually don't really use his stun though. Unless you switch him out in and out of Soul Link, right? It's possible that you switch him off and on and off Soul Link for him to use his stun ability. But again, it's mostly it's very situational, I guess. Very situational. Because if you're worried about stuns, you'd be more worried about Juno Despair, right? Monsters like that, and even Genos. But we're not there yet. Anyways, let's go on Zeratu. I think Zeratu is also very situational. If you're Orbia, you ban him. There's a reason for you to ban him, right? With skill acceleration, his stun should be quite low cooldown. Yeah, that's true. But you need to be a really good pilot on this one to do that, no? Okay, we probably put him up here. And then Zeratu, very situational. You're a squishy backline and you need to survive. You don't want Zeratu to be in your face like all the Orbia players that we've faced early on this stream. So, yeah, that's what you're gonna be afraid of, an assassin monster that will possibly one-shot you, right? But that's pretty much it. Okay, next up we have Jamadar right here. I think he's also one of those, right? It's almost the same as... Wait, What does this guy do? Ah, this is the guy with destroy HP. Oh, he gets bonus damage. He gets bonus damage when you destroy enemy HP. Oh, okay. It has unrecoverable as well. Wait, this guy's so strong actually. Wait, this guy is very scary. This thing's very scary for your backline. I would be afraid as a Kina to be facing against this. It's probably on a maybe ban though. He might be on a maybe ban. You ban him if you have very squishy supports on the backline, or if you're playing Kina Orbia, and it's going to be hard for you to try to run away from this guy. Or if you don't have the right support monsters to actually deal with him. Or if you don't have taunts as well. Right? I think taunt is a good counter against Assassin, or an easy counter against Assassin. But if you don't have that and you're squishy enough, then be afraid of this guy. Not sure about his bursting capabilities, if he can actually burst down front lines. So that's probably just a maybe ban for now. Okay, Rahul. Dark Beast Smoke. What does this guy do? I've been seeing this guy in top 100 as well. Okay, so he has a passive over here. Takes reduced damage when attacked by an enemy with a beneficial effect. Okay. Deals increased damage if the target doesn't have a beneficial... Ooh, there's a stun if they don't have a beneficial effect. Okay. Skill 2. This is an AoE. Death-based damage. Block beneficial effect. Okay. That's pretty good, but there's no strip. So you still need to have a strip monster with him. And then defend. Oh, this is like a counter, right? This is the counter. I'm not sure how good this guy is, though. Do we ban him, though? He's a very good tank, though. Well, block beneficial effects is pretty good, but is there any reason for you to ban him? He's a very good tank, but I kind of feel like that's it. I don't remember fighting anyone with this guy anyway as well. So I'm not really sure how to rate him. Okay, next we have Palo. I think Palo is a very good DPS. I would love to have this guy. The only problem here is that there's so much text. There's so much text here, so I never really read this one. But what I understand from his kit is that he destroys his own HP during battle, and then he goes into rage mode. After rage mode, he gets immunity, increased damage dealt, and skill acceleration. So he's got a lot of damage. He's going to have a lot of damage. This guy is a huge nuker. Basically, just ban him. True, that's also something you can do. I think he's gonna be on good bans here for DPS wise. He's a very scary monster to face against, especially if you don't know what he does. So if you ban him, you're good, right? You're good. It's okay that you banned him. Alright, next we have Dark Panda. Dark Panda's kit is actually very interesting to me when I read it. So he actually strips on his sequential attack over here. So sequential attack is based on his max HP or his current HP. So if he is above or below 50% HP, this is a 32% chance to proc, right? But if he is above 50% HP, it's a 16% chance to proc. And it's the same thing with his skill 2 over here. But again, this guy, you don't really have to put him on Soul Link. He will just dash into enemy backline and then does his thing. It's almost the same as how Zerato works. His skills are all attack based, which is really good. He's not any HP based, but yeah, you also still need to have a little bit of HP on this guy. But what's good is that he has actually his own strip, so he will not have a lot of problem trying to kill Orbia, unless Orbia is also very strong. And then of course, this is a standard with all the pandas. I think this one's pretty okay. Again, I think it's a maybe. It could be a maybe ban or situational probably. I think it's situational. It's just if you really want to protect your backline, you want to ban this guy. But he also has good strips, so good utility. So probably put him higher over here. Wow, doesn't want to move. Okay, there you go. Probably up there. Okay, next we have Beta. Beta, Dark Mermaid. Anyone who has this? When I read her skills, it feels like she's pretty good. No? Oh well. Pretty annoying. It's a pretty annoying monster, but the problem is this is 5 mana cost. Crit rest up, immunity, and attack down. But you have her off Soul Link anyway. And then she also has heals and revive. So that's pretty much it. So I think it's going to be very annoying. That looks cool because... Oh, wait, that's true. I feel like she's the only monster that does this, no? Is there any other monster that does this? Wait, what? Basic attack that scales with HP. Wait, is she the only one that has that? That's crazy. I never noticed that. Wait, thanks for pointing that out. It's actually cool. What the hell? Pick her in Galagos. True. 9.9% of max HP as damage. Yo, then just full HP build, no? Speed HP. Fun build. But no, she looks actually really okay. Probably put her... I don't know. I think still probably situational. If you don't have strips, I think she's a ban here because it's going to be super annoying to fight her with crit res up and immunity. Nah, there's also no cleanse. Wait, no. I think we can increase her. We can put her up here. Maybe ban. Because there's also the revive as well. So heals plus revives. So it can be very problematic, especially if your fights go very, very long. And then lastly, we have Janna. I actually fought a Janna one time before and I never expected her to be a stun machine. But she's actually a very, very strong stun machine right here with the skill. It was actually very, very annoying. Like I did not expect to get stunned by this so much. And then she also has the bombs, right? And the bomb is not that good. Of course, how bomb was implemented in this game is not that good, but it actually has extra remove beneficial effect, one remove beneficial effect, and also decrease cooldown of passing time, and you get to decrease the cooldown of this skill right here if the enemy has no beneficial effects, or if you are able to remove beneficial effects, right, with this thing. So it's actually pretty good. So a very good strip and stun monster. So almost on par with actually Juno, right? The only difference is she does not have heals, but a huge stun machine here again. Rune her with Despair again, and you're going to be stunning your enemies all the time. So because of that, I think I might put her on good ban actually. She's a good ban when you don't have any other bans, and you won't feel bad banning this monster, especially if you don't have immunity or cleanses. No, I think mostly immunity. Well, she's gonna strip your immunity anyway, so there's no getting away from it. Okay, so now that we're done with light and dark, we're going over fire, water, and wind now. Okay, fire. We're starting off with Genos. Genos has started increasing in popularity recently. What do you call this? When the Blessings event was up, but that's because of the stuns, right? This guy is another huge CC monster, right? CC spamming monster. Huge CC. I also don't like facing against this guy if I don't have immunity, or if I'm using double wind monsters as front lines, because I have the Wind Panda and Sir Actaeon, right? So it's a very, very good monster. He has Death Down. He also has Brand somewhere. He has a Brand somewhere, right? Crit damage up. Doesn't he have a Brand somewhere? I thought this guy has a Brand. But anyways, when he's using his skill, he also has CC immunity, so you can't actually animation cancel this guy. So once he casts, you can't stop it. So pretty good monster here. I think maybe ban. I don't usually ban him. Could move up here. Probably like this. It's a maybe ban for me. Sometimes I really just let this guy through, especially if it's possible to just burst him down, or if your team has immunity and enemy has no strip. But if you have no immunity, you will not have all the kit to actually fight against him. And once he starts popping off, he actually pops off really hard. Next we have Tessarion. Tessarion, I think a lot of people already knows what he does, but it's basically Oblivion and then Death Down, right? Death Down and Burns. But the most important part is the Oblivion here. So I think for Tessarion, I usually let this guy through because a lot of people have built their Tessarion for PvE, and he's actually very squishy. But as a Cleave player, I think you want this guy banned almost all the time, right? Tessarion must ban if you're Cleave or Orbia. Really? Even if you're Orbia, you can't burst this guy? Shouldn't you be able to burst this guy down? Because a lot of people have built this guy very just pure DPS. Okay, so probably good ban for Tessarion then. So people are actually afraid of Tessarion, so I should probably build mine well then. I still don't have him awake 11. And you can kill him, but if Orbia gets Oblivion, even if you kill Tessa, you have no survive. Ah, okay. Anyways, let's continue. Sekhmet. I don't even know why she's here, but she's a prop. popular monster since the start of the game because everyone has her. But you don't ban Sekhmet. Is there any scenarios where you ban Sekhmet? Cleave players, Sorbia players, are you still afraid of Sekhmet? So no one's afraid of her anymore. Okay, next up, Juno. Okay, Juno, I think she's also a pretty good ban. Good ban if you don't have any other bans. But usually, Juno is paired up with all sorts of other stuff, right? That you probably want to ban. Highest power player in NA. True. Yeah, I just mentioned I was watching his videos early on in the game when they were in NA. A lot of his grinding videos, no? Alright, we have Xiongfei next. Fire Panda. Fire Panda, I think this guy's also a bit situational. Probably a maybe ban. He's a very good tank for Orbia. For the provoke. And also attack down. Airbornes. All those stuff. Probably a maybe ban if you really don't want provoke. Oops. Probably down here. The provoke is really the biggest problem for me when I see this guy. So if I'm playing my assassin comp, then we ban this guy almost all the time. But yeah, I think he's okay over there. Next up, Rakan. Rakan's getting buffed, right? He's gonna get buffed in the future, but I'm not sure if that's going to put him higher on the list. But I think overall, he's a pretty good monster. Again, I think also situational again. If you don't want provoke, then you ban this guy. So I think it's still situational, but I think this one's better than this, no? So yeah, put him up here. Very situational, and you really only want to ban him for the provoke. I will build the Wind Chimera one. Yeah, actually the Wind Chimera buffs are looking pretty juicy. Okay, lastly, we have Kumar. So this one's actually a pretty good monster. Silence is actually really good. Actually a really good skill. And then also remove all harmful. I never realized this, but this can actually go on other allies. I thought this one's only on himself. He's actually a very strong monster. Kumar is a good ban, in my opinion, because the 3 mana heal and cleanse. Yeah, that's true. This is what got me early on tonight. And I did not actually know that he had that. Can also cleanse the summoner. Yeah, I did not actually know that, and yeah, I lost because of that. Actually a pretty good monster. Not sure if we put them any higher than here. These guys here though, so that could stay. We're moving towards water monsters now. Okay, let's start with Wusa. I think everyone knows Wusa. For me, Wusa is a very situational ban nowadays. I think very, very situational now with Wusa. Early on, there's a lot of people that brings him in, and I also did not like seeing Wusa in the enemy team, but yeah, I think he's fallen down, no? He fell off. Wusa has fallen off. So I think he's a very situational ban if you really, really, really need to have your enemies to not have immunity. That's where you ban Wusa here. Next up, we have Teor. Teor. Another good Chimera monster right here. Teor is another good monster for Kina, right? Not being biased, lol. But yeah, he has a lot of damage for a tank monster, right? He actually gets to stack up his defense up so high, so fast. So if you also don't have strips, or you don't have Sir Acteon, this guy can just plow through you. It's like a literal truck. Teor Mizuratu. No. Actually, no. Probably a maybe ban though. Yeah, here. No. Very situational ban because people don't know. I should have added another tier up here. Best monster. Even though it's not a best monster tier list. Alright, next up, Ariel. One of the best healing tank monsters out there. I started ignoring this guy recently. Wusa is the best monster that's never but yeah, actually that's true. That's actually true. Like he gets picked, but no one cares because there's just so many other people that is just more scary, more monsters that are more scary. But he's also very, very good. Water Archangel, we always see this guy picked first, second pick, first phase, second phase pick, right? Because he's just overall a very, very good tank, very good healing monster, and also has cleanse, right? Wait, he has cleanse, right? Yeah, he has cleanse. I'm not sure if people still ban him, but usually I don't really usually ban him, but there are moments or situations where people forget that he's the only tank in their team. So I just ban him there. Especially Orbia players that are bringing in full support teams. Ariel and Camila has similar role. Although Ariel just has more heals. Camila is more has more damage and what's this? Attack down. Ariel is really just pure healing. Okay, next up, Garo. Is Garo strong enough to warrant a must ban? I feel like he's up there. I hate this guy so much. I hate this guy so much that I think he's up there. Garo must remove from the game. This guy is such an obnoxious monster. Like he literally has everything. He has the strip. He has survivability. He has damage. He has CC. Like, my god, this guy. I think he's good. He's okay up here, no? Probably on the bottom tier. Bottom of all these guys up here. I'll do that for now. Our only non-LD5 must ban as of now. Okay, let's just move on. Soha. Soha is next. Okay, so another big support monster that came out. That's a very strong combo with Garo. Garo, Wind Panda. Soha is a very strong monster as a support as well. But I'm not sure if she's gonna be up there. I usually also just ignore this one, but she has strip. She has the strip and she has the heals for assassin and warrior monsters. So I think it's probably a maybe ban down here again. It's very situational if you want to ban her. Probably lower here. Yeah, probably a little bit lower here because I will not ban her unless there's a reason to. If they have no healing monsters or yeah, if they have warrior monsters in their team, you usually want to ban the warrior monsters, not the Soha. You want to ban either the Wind Panda, either the Ethna, or the Garo, right? If they pick it along with Soha. Don't look other monster, just ban this tier, Garo. Actually. Okay, next up. Ooh, Espino, my favorite monster. My favorite monster, Espino. Okay. Espino is a pretty good DPS monster with the strips, right? A lot of good stuff that comes from this strip skill right here. Do we put him on good ban? Am I just biased? Or he's probably gonna be down here on maybe bans. You ban him if the enemy has him as the DPS. Don't give them a chance to take Espino. Wait. Agree? Don't ban Espino. Let me pick him. No? I don't think you ban him. Nah, in all seriousness, probably on maybe ban. Yeah, because he's one of my best monsters and, well, the strip is actually very useful if you don't have Juno to strip for the team, and he doubles as a DPS. Well, he's primarily a DPS monster and then a strip monster. Okay, so Espino, maybe ban. It depends if he's the only DPS monster on the other team as well. You can consider just banning him, right? Next up, Silverfang. I don't have a lot of experience against Silverfang, so you could probably help me on this because I'm not sure how this guy is getting up there now. Like, there's also so much text here. I forgot the kit that he has. Silverfang is exactly like your Zeratu. Ah, so just really good against backline, right? Ah, he has his own self-buff. Okay. And then weak point attack. So I still don't understand how the weak point thingy works, right? Tankier, since you won't give any crit rate and crit damage. Okay, I see. That's true. Okay. So I've never really met anyone who used Silverfang against me. So I've never really seen him in action. If you guys have... Oh, probably a good time to advertise. If you guys have any good replays that you want me to see, especially fights with other summoners like Noblis here that's sending out his replays, go to our Discord and under PvP replays, send in your videos over there so that we can review for future content. Because I really have no idea on what the state of the game is outside of a Kina player perspective. Weak point equals additional damage based on difference between precision and evasion. Okay. Probably maybe ban. Very situational ban again. But not too situational. A little bit better than Zeratu, but not as high. Because Orbia players and backline monsters are going to fear this. Ah, Juno's gonna be afraid of this guy, no? This guy's gonna probably be popping Juno's left and right. Tesarions as well. But I think maybe ban is a good place for him to stay at right now. Okay, Galleon. Ooh. Ooh. Galleon up there or out down here? I feel like he could be up there as well. Galleon equals good ban, depends on the server. What do you mean this depends on the server? If he's been nerfed? We're only talking about global right now. So let's just talk about global right now. Because I think this guy is stupidly strong. No? People are always banning this one on my team as well. And I always ban him when I see him on the enemy team. Because usually, when enemies get the first pick, they pick Galleon. So I don't want Galleon on the other side as well. So I think he's also one of them. Maybe ban? What's down lower? After the nerf, probably. But I think it's still a very strong monster. Actually, we might pull him down to good ban. Because he could also be a very situational pick. This guy's a situational pick because you usually have to play around him, right? You usually have to play around him for him to be actually a good ban. So if your comp is centered around this guy being good, then that's probably why. Probably up here. There's definitely ways to play against him. True. Cleansing and immunity. It's possible. True. Okay. Good. Alright. Annabelle. Is there any reason for anyone to actually ban Annabelle? I never really banned her. She's like always there when enemies pick her. She's a counter to silence unit. Yeah, she gets to cleanse it herself. I think it's okay to let her through most of the time. She's good but not banned. Yeah, kinda up there, but probably nah. Just don't ban. Usually no one really bans this one because there's so much better monsters or threats out there that people don't want to see. And usually people will almost always pick more healing monsters. If you play silence, you might ban. So we put her on situational as well. Maybe actually. Probably. Okay, Bastet. No one cares anymore about Bastet, no? Okay, we have Miryong here. I saw someone, I added her here because I saw someone using her in top 100. But I'm still on the fence if she's actually really good or not. But I think she's usable. Definitely usable, but I don't think it warrants a ban. I don't think you ban her for anything, really. Like she has def down, 1 strip, and def up, damage dealt up, and she gets a little bit tanky, plus a lot of AoE abilities, so she's a good carrier for Despair Runes, but I'm not sure if that's enough to actually be up there. I think I would let her through, no? I would let her through if I see her. Okay, next up, Ethna. Ooh, Ethna, I think she's up here, no? Ethna is, I think, a very good ban as well. Especially now that Assassin AI has been improved to target mages first. Mage Archer support, right? Mage Archer support with the new AI now is actually much better because she targets Orbia first. Right? She gets to target Orbia first. And if you're playing Orbia or Cleave or Kina, she's also very good in any of those comps. Like you just want to focus whoever Ethna goes for. Or you can just soul link her and spam skill 1, right? Def down plus Oblivion, and then it actually also hits really, really hard. So yeah, good ban. Ooh, Sir Acteon, another favorite of mine. I think also another good ban monster up here. Sir Acteon, a good monster against def up monsters like Theor, Ariel, right? Because he converts def ups into def down, plus the silence. So Sir Acteon is a very, very good monster. Once he puts down Electric Shock, you can also silence. And he also can't be taunted. And he also has a taunt plus def up. So this guy is a very, very tanky monster. Plus the reflect damage from his passive actually can kill DPS monsters. Some Orbia players have also fallen victim to this guy. Like, they hit Sir Acteon and then they get hit with the passive and then it takes a huge chunk of their HP. So, ruining this guy with a lot of defense and tankiness, it's just really fun. Okay, Feng Yan. Ooh, another one. Oh man, I feel like this guy is gonna be somewhere up here as well. In my server, he's the lowest rated Beetle Knight monster. Really? That would be fun though. That would be fun then. Like, he's lower than the fire and water? That's crazy. In the dark? I think I disagree. I think it's just light, Sir Acteon, and then all the rest. Beetles, no? Okay, Feng Yan is up here. Feng Yan is a very, very good ban. Anytime you see him. There are ways to play around Feng Yan. Just don't hit him, right? Try not to hit him. Try not to hit him. That's all you can do. Mean Beetle is the beetle I die to the most, right? He's actually a very, very strong monster. And I'm seeing a lot of people actually getting success against me if they ban Sir Acteon. So very strong tank. A lot. This guy has a lot of utility, so really don't discount this guy. A lot of people usually don't recognize this, but when they're playing Ariel against my Sir Acteon, Ariel just gets silenced actually, and then there's nothing you can do. There's no healing from your healing monster, plus the def up from this guy gets converted to def down. It's a very, very good counter to the tanky monsters as well. Plus, I put him on destroy one time, and actually works against Garo as well. Electric shocks against the Garo. Okay, Ritesh. Ooh. Oh my god, I think we're filling up. Good ban. Good ban over here. I think this guy is another good ban monster. Is he a good ban? Or could probably drop him down. And I think he's a very strong monster. I think he could be a maybe ban. Probably a maybe ban, no? Probably a maybe ban. Somewhere up here. And this one's a big counter against Galleon, but Galleon's getting nerfed, so probably pick rate on this guy is also gonna go lower. Oh, this guy has provoke. I did not know that. And then meditate. Ah, wait, why is it different? That's crazy. They actually have different skill ones. Yeah, Kumar is better. Actually true. So I think, yeah, I think this is a good spot for him. Maybe ban is a good spot. Kumar is on the good ban. I think I almost always will ban Ritesh if I was playing Galleon. And of course, it's because my DPS is Espino. But yeah, maybe ban because a little bit more situational. Okay. Oh, Wind Monkey. Wind Monkey. I think this one's another maybe ban down here. I haven't seen a lot of people picking him nowadays, but he's definitely a good threat against my team. I will almost always ban this guy if there's no other good threats from the enemy. If the enemy team has a provoke, this guy's gonna pop off because of his passive. But I think that's pretty much it. But he's also a very good monster overall in Arena. Chasun. I think Chasun is very, very good. Chasun is a very strong monster. But yeah, all she does is healing and attack up. But I've seen some Cleave players actually use her and it's actually pretty good. But you don't really usually ban her though. Okay, we're down to the last three, and the last three are actually 4-star monsters that actually gets a good pick rate in Arena. First up, Shushu. Shushu, I think, situational. Another case of the healing monster plus immunity, right? But usually he gets paired up with like Juno, or he gets paired up with Wusa. And instead of banning an immunity monster, then you just let them both through, right? And then he also almost always just gets banned anyway when he gets picked by whoever picked him. Mav as well. Another very situational. I only usually see Orbia players pick Mav. And I only ban this guy if he's the only provoke monster on the other team, right? Especially against Orbia. So, yeah. And then lastly, finally, Chloe. Chloe, it's the same thing. Very situational. I think it's only really free-to-play players that pick her, right? If they have no other monsters that they can pick. That's the only time that they pick Chloe. But if you don't have strips, invincibility could actually be a problem, right? But yeah, no choice monster, true. yeah, that's true. But yeah, this is what my ban list is looking like. Must ban tier list, right? So on must ban, these are really just the most annoying monsters ever. But you can see there's Garo here. There's one monster that does not belong. There's a must nerf monster up there. So come to us, please ban. Please ban. Please nerf. Okay, please nerf. Please nerf. Alright, so that's pretty much it for this, right? So we're gonna end the recording as well. So I think I'm pretty satisfied with the list here. I think it's good. I mean, we can change up some other monsters on orders here and there, but if you see the monsters that are up here, then at least, you know,